Hello everyone, welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watch, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen, folks, there's a link tree down below. Has the links to all of my social media platforms. Please go down there, follow me across all my social media platforms, and talk to me because I talk back. Also down there as well as links to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages, and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Now, with that said and done and put to the side, I've come to talk to you folks today about the New York Jets' upcoming game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, yeah. We're going to be on Sunday night, and the lights is going to be bright, baby. Okay? It's a lot to discuss. The New York Jets are coming off of an ugly loss. A rough loss to the Bills, and we're trying to get things rolling. We're 2-4. We're trying to figure things out and turn this situation around. Comment down below, give the video a thumbs up, share the content as well, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm going to start at the top, man. I'm going to start with coaching. Oh, yeah, I'm going to start with coaching. Listen, Jeff Albridge, this New York Jets team is still heavily penalized. I felt like Robert Saleh was still our coach last week. Okay, that's how I felt. Looking at the way that the players were allowed to go out there and just get flag after flag after flag. The Jets had 11 penalties for 110 yards against the Bills. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable. If you give that type of yardage to a Mike Tomlin coach team, they're going to beat your keister too. They're going to beat your keisters for sure. They're going to destroy you. Point blank, period. Okay? Get it together. All right? Penalize these. If these players want to be heavily penalized, then guess what? Start holding them accountable, bro. Start. Because this has got to stop at some point. You cannot continue to give away all this yardage to teams in this league. You're going to get an L every single time. Todd Downing, I need to see if you can continue to call the games the way you've been calling them, all right? Your first game was solid. A lot of motion, a lot of trickery. It fooled the Bills' defense. Let's see if you can continue this. Especially, I like the way that he utilized motion to get Breece Hall the ball in the receiving game as well. And we're going to talk about that because I want to talk about this offense. This offensive line's got to step up, brother. Oh, my goodness. And mainly, and I'm going to call him out, Tyron Smith. I am so tired of watching Tyron Smith just go out there and stink it up. I've had it, brother. From pre-snap penalties to holding penalties to blowing blocks and getting Aaron Rodgers destroyed to not understanding how to block when he gets around on the outside to finish off guys when Breece Hall's running behind him. Did you guys watch that play last week? Oh my goodness gracious. He's one-on-one with the corner and literally just run past the guy and allows the guy to get around him and get to Breece Hall. If he blocks that corner, if he just mows him down, as he should have, because the corner himself was shocked. He was like, uh-oh, here comes Tyron Smith. I better back it up. And he just ran right past him. If he blocks that guy, Breece Hall will break that run for big yards. Tyron Smith has got to step it up, or we might be talking about him getting benched soon. He's playing that bad. It is insane, brother. He is getting paid way too much to be looking like that on the field. Way too much money to be looking like that. I've had it, okay? Now, speaking of the running game, I would like to see the New York Jets run the football effectively against the Steelers. Breece Hall looked great against the Bills. Let's get him going. Seems like under Todd Downing, things are just rejuvenated, okay? Also, Braylon Allen. Now, this is a tough Pittsburgh run defense. So far, currently, they are the 4th ranked run defense in the league. As we know, this Pittsburgh defense is physical and well coached, okay? We have to be able to match that physicality offensively because if we don't, they're going to bludgeon us, okay? This is just how it is with them, all right? We know that Pittsburgh's going to come out. They're always hard-nosed and running through a wall, so we better be prepared to match that physicality and match that energy with how we handle business as well. Now, I need to see Garrett Wilson continue to get fed the football in this upcoming game as well. You know, all due respect to Joey Porter Jr. and Jackson, but I don't think any of those guys can cover Garrett Wilson. Now, we know the big acquisition, Davante Adams. Of course I want him to get the ball. Of course I want the ball in the hands of Davante, and I want to see Aaron Rodgers and him get that connection flowing early. But my question is, how is he going to be utilized in this offense? He's only been here, for a few days. Of course, he's been in practice. We saw him at walkthroughs. But is he going to have plays called for him? Like, what's going on? That's the only thing I'm worried about is how quickly can he get, apt to this offense. Again, there's a lot of similarities with things that they ran in Green Bay, but there's also a lot of things, that isn't similar there. So how quickly can he pick things up? How quickly can the chemistry between him and Aaron Rodgers get rolling? But I want to see it get rolling early as possible, okay? Also, let me tell you something else, man. Conklin and Ruckert. I want to see if they can be utilized in this game. I feel like we have some matchups to win right there in that situation. I feel like Ruckert and Conklin could end up having a big game the same way that they did against the Patriots. I feel like they can take advantage of these Pittsburgh linebackers. I feel like they can win those matchups. Also, Bates, our tight end, the Jets have moved on from him, and so they may call Fursker up from the practice squad to get into that third tight end role. Mike Williams, he's dealing with something. He was in rehab in practice. They're saying it's something personal. Then he was rehabbing, so it might be an injury. Who knows? But again, I'm not worried about him, especially with Lazard, stepping up like he did against the Bills. Our top three is looking good with Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, and Alan Lazard making plays and knowing how to catch. He played really good against the Bills. So I expect, us to be solid at that position and really get things done against Pittsburgh. Now, the Jets defense, let me tell you something. Russell Wilson is looking like he's going to be the starter. At this point, okay, it looks like he's going to be the starter. Let me tell you something. Get some edge rush on Russell Wilson, and you know what's going to happen. Turnovers, baby. We got to blitz him. Don't overrun him, though, because if you do, he'll take off. He can still move a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's an older Russell Wilson, but it's still a Russell Wilson that can make some things happen. Get after that guy and put him on his back early and often. Hit him and bang him around, and you'll start to see turnovers happen from that. The thing I'm concerned the most about with the Pittsburgh offense, their running game. Listen, Najee Harris plus Warren, their backup back, equals a power running game, bruh. They literally have a top 10 rushing game in this league right now, and I am terrified of it because Jets fans, you and I both saw what the Bills just did to us. They literally went out there and was throwing guys around. They hand the ball off to Ray Davis, and he was running by himself for a good 5, 6, 7 yards most of the time before he lowered his shoulder and ran over a safety or ran over a corner or broke the tackle of a linebacker. Like, let me tell you something. Jets defense, I'm calling you out. The guys up front, Quinnen Williams being one of them, Kinlaw, Sheldon Thomas, Michael Clemens. Again, Michael Clemens. I need you to step up. Leke Fotu as well. I'm calling you guys out. Y'all getting pushed all over the damn field. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And if you think that the Pittsburgh Steelers didn't watch that and go, oh yeah, it's our time. Yeah, we're going to beat them clowns up too. Guess what? They're going to do the exact same thing. They're going to come out and run power at us all day long. That's right up Pittsburgh's alley. That's what they do. That's what they do. So get ready for a nice helping of solid run game straight across your face, punching you in the mouth 24 hours a day, because that's what they're going to bring to the table. Trust me, all right? So Jets defense, you're going to get tested yet again. George Pickens, solid, wide receiver in this league, Van Johnson, but I'm not as concerned about them. Now, Reed is dealing with a groin injury. So we'll see what happens going forward. DJ Reed, if he ends up playing. But it could be, Sauce and Eccles. Michael Carter as well, still dealing with that back injury. He didn't practice either. So our cornerback situation is looking real thin, okay? So, but I'm not concerned because, again, Sauce and Eccles, every time his name is called, every time he's put into that starting line, he steps up. So I'm not as concerned, but our cornerback situation is thin. Also, Chuck Clark, he is on the IR now. He'll be going for what looks like, as of right now, 4 weeks. So you're going to have Ashton Davis out there starting in his place with Tony Adams. Ashton Davis, goodness gracious, he got shook into another reality against the Bills by Mac Hollins. I need Ashton Davis to step up. We saw him struggle and tackling and all kinds of stuff last week against the Bills. I need him to step up against the Steelers, okay? Come on, Ashton. Also, the Steelers tight end, always jack up his name. I just call him Pat F, okay? And Darnell Washington, those guys are going to test us as well. We've seen the Jets, linebacking core struggle last week with Dalton Kincaid and Knox. Knox ended up getting a touchdown against us as well. Don't think that Pittsburgh is not going to hit their targets as well and test us. Sherwood, Mosley, Williams, let's get rolling, man. Let's lock these guys down in coverage. And finally, Greg Zuerlein, brother, you're my final concern. Who are you, bruh? Who are you at this point? Who are you? Okay? You had the issues starting the preseason. Everybody was like, it's a little strange. He's missing kicks. But you know what? He'll be fine once the season starts. Now we go into the season, you're missing kicks. You missed 2 big ones against the Bills. And it wasn't even like a 32-yarder. Like, come on, brother. That should be something you easily make. The Jets have brought in some competition as well, a kicker. They letting it be known, brother, you keep missing these kicks, you're going to be held accountable as well. And I know our special teams coordinator, okay, said that he has confidence in Greg Zuerlein to get himself back right and get it together. But I'll tell you what, he better get it back right and get it together, because if he keeps doing what he's doing, the Jets are going to keep losing games. Especially a game like this that I think is going to be very, very close and tight. We need him to step up in these crunch times, man. So Greg Zuerlein, this is the week I need you to turn it around, baby. I need you to get it rolling. You know what I'm saying? So with all that said, I am taking the New York Jets to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in a close, tight, physical, ugly game. 14-10. 14-10, I'm taking the Jets. This is not going to be a pretty game at all. This is going to be a struggle game. This is going to be guys getting hit, people screaming. I'm talking about, dude, it's not going to be pretty at all. It's going to be physical, hard-nosed, grinding, white-knuckling, and the Jets just find a way to pull it out at the end, okay? 14-10, hard-fought to the wall type of game. That's what I'm expecting against the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday night. So comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. How do you folks feel, all right, about the Jets going into this game against the Steelers? What are your thoughts about the New York Jets offense? How involved in the offense do you think Davante Adams will be? Do you think the Jets will be able to run the football effectively? Do you think the Jets offensive line will be able to properly protect Aaron Rodgers? It's going to be a big question, all right? What are your thoughts about the Jets defense? Do you think they'll be able to stop the Pittsburgh Steelers running game? Comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. You folks have a good one. Peace.